Hey, what's up guys? Doc Raj here from Move Athletics. Welcome back to the Human Performance Project. Today, we're going to take a look at how to set up your car to minimize your neck and or back pain that you experience when you're driving. So let's talk about back pain first, right? Whenever we're sitting, if we have pain with sitting, it's always a good idea to try to sit with our hips above our knees. And you can see in this position here that I have quite the opposite. My hip is below my knee. That's going to put my spine in more flexion, add more load and compression, and my back might not like that, right? So one thing you could do, if your car adjusts to have the seat pan drop down, mine doesn't, the whole seat tips, and I don't like that. So if you can drop just the seat pan down, that's fantastic. That's a great starting point. If yours doesn't, there's this great thing called a tush cush, very funny name. But it's a high quality foam pad, right? It's just a wedge that you put in with the thick part in the back to raise your butt up a little bit. Now you can see that looks like a much better angle there. And remember, it's not perfect, but less bad is better. What we see oftentimes is that people try to sit really upright, right? When they're driving and they're far back or their steering wheel's all the way in, and as they're driving, they're getting pulled into this position by reaching their arms up and by sitting too upright. Gravity wins and pushes you forward. So we want to reverse that. If anything, you might want to lean back just a little bit, like maybe a little 15-degree lean back. Move close to the steering wheel, maybe uncomfortably close, and hold on to the bottom of the steering wheel. Now, when you're leaning back and you start relaxing, gravity is not going to push you forward. It's going to push your shoulders back into the seat, right? Maybe a little bit more back, that's more comfortable. So now when I relax, my shoulders get pushed back instead of getting pulled forward. So I'm not putting myself in more flexion and more load. By bringing my hands down, I'm also not pulling myself forward through my arms. We want to make sure that our knee is bent and we're sitting pretty close, maybe uncomfortably close, because most people like to have a little bit more room there. Because oftentimes, people's sciatic nerve gets sensitive to being stretched and pulled on. And when you stretch it, right, we can sit in this loaded position, extend the knee, and then we would stretch the nerve by pulling our toes up, right? So if we're sitting and we're driving, and we're doing that all of the time, that's obviously going to irritate the hell out of your back. So how do we change this for our neck? Pretty similar. The only thing that I would suggest is that instead of just sitting here, if you're really sensitive, maybe supporting the arms. So if we close the door here real quick, and if you come look in here, you might need a pillow or a towel, depending on your car. We need something that you can roll up tightly. Now, if I were to do this in my car, I would roll this up and then I would tape it so it holds its shape. Then you just stuff this down in between you and the door so you're in a supported position, right? Without reaching out to the side. If my elbow goes out to the side, that's going to kick on my upper trap, and then it's going to cause more compression and load to the neck, which we don't want. So we can do that on both sides, this side and over here, right? So now if a pillow's too big for you and it has you hiked up here, that's no good. And if it's got you pushed out here, that's no good. So find a pillow or a rolled up towel. This is a little baby towel, so it's not going to work that well. That support you with your arms right next to your side. If you have neck pain or even back pain, you don't want a bun in, ladies, pushing your head forward, right? And you don't need to be using the headrest, right? The headrest is really for anti-whiplash. So if your headrest is adjustable and it's pushing you forward, we don't want that. We want some room to just be relaxed, okay? I don't like my headrest there. That's better. So, give it a shot, guys. Tag somebody who has some pain with driving. Let us know how it goes. And we'll see you next time on the Human Performance Project.